You miss one workout, just one, and somehow one missed workout becomes a week becomes a month becomes I'll just start over in February. If that's ever happened to you, and I know it has, this video is going to explain why and what to do instead. Because here's what nobody tells you. The problem isn't that you missed the workout. The problem is what you do next. And most of us have been taught to do exactly the wrong thing. I used to think missing a workout meant I failed, that the whole week didn't count anymore, that I might as well quit and start fresh Monday. I'd be lying in bed on a Tuesday night, knowing I'd skipped 2 days in a row, convincing myself that starting over next week was somehow more logical than just showing up Wednesday. And that thinking kept me stuck in a cycle for years. Literally years of starting strong, falling off, waiting for the perfect restart moment, and repeating. So let's talk about what actually happens when you miss a workout, the psychology behind it, why it spirals so fast, and the one rule that changed everything for me. Let me paint you a picture, and you tell me if this sounds familiar. Monday, you're supposed to work out, but the kids were up all night, work ran late, or you're just exhausted. The kind of tired where even brushing your teeth feels like a workout. So you skip it. And in that moment, it feels reasonable, because it is. Tuesday morning, you wake up feeling guilty. Not just a little guilty, that deep, I already failed guilt. You tell yourself, I'll just do a double workout today to make up for it. But here's the thing. You're already starting the day behind. You're already tired from yesterday. And now you've added pressure to do twice as much. So Tuesday is also chaos. Maybe you actually try to do the double workout and burn out halfway through. Or maybe you don't even start because the bar feels too high. Either way, you skip again. By Wednesday, you're thinking, I already messed up 2 days. The week is ruined. I'll just start fresh Monday. And just like that, one missed workout became 7. Here's what's actually happening. And this is the part most fitness content won't tell you. You're operating under a pass/fail grading system. Either you do the full workout perfectly, 30 minutes, all the reps, sweat dripping, Instagram worthy, or you failed. There's no middle ground. No credit for showing up tired, no recognition for doing something instead of nothing. No acknowledgement that you're a human being with a finite amount of energy. And when perfection is the only option, quitting feels justified. It even feels logical. Because why would you do a bad workout when you can just wait and do a good one later? This isn't laziness. This is all or nothing thinking. And it's the number one reason women quit fitness routines. Not because they don't care, not because they lack discipline, but because their plan doesn't allow for them being human. It doesn't have a setting for tired but trying. It doesn't have instructions for something is better than nothing. So when life inevitably gets messy, because it always does, the plan breaks. And instead of bending, you break with it. So what do you do instead? Here's the rule that stopped the spiral for me. If you can't do the full workout, do 5 minutes. And that's it. Not 30 minutes, not even 10, just 5. And I know what you're thinking, but 5 minutes isn't a real workout. That won't do anything. And you're right, it's not a real workout. 5 minutes won't build muscle, it won't torch calories, it won't get you closer to your physique goals. But it keeps the habit alive. And that's worth more than you think. See, your brain doesn't care if your workout was impressive. It doesn't track reps or duration. It cares if you showed up. Every time you show up, even for 5 minutes, even when it's not Instagram worthy, even when you're in pajamas doing stretches on your living room floor, you're teaching your brain We don't disappear when things get hard. We don't quit when we're tired. We don't abandon ourselves when life gets messy. And every time you skip entirely because it wouldn't count anyway, you're teaching it the opposite. You're teaching your brain that effort only matters if it's perfect, that you're only worth showing up for when conditions are ideal. And that becomes the pattern, not the workouts, the quitting. So here's what 5 minutes actually looks like. 5 minutes of stretching while you watch TV, 1 set of squats in your kitchen while you're cooking, a walk around the block, literally just 1 loop, dancing to 2 songs while you're cleaning, body weight movements while your coffee brews. It doesn't have to be structured. It doesn't have to be sweaty. It doesn't have to be filmed or tracked or logged. It just has to happen. And here's the secret nobody tells you. Half the time, once you start those 5 minutes, you end up doing more. Not because you forced yourself, not because you suddenly found motivation, but because starting is the hardest part. The resistance isn't to the workout itself, it's to the transition from stillness to movement. So once you're moving, movement carries you further than you expected. The other half of the time, you do exactly 5 minutes and stop. And that still counts. Because you didn't quit, you adjusted. You proved to yourself that showing up doesn't require perfect conditions, that you can be consistent even when you're not at your best. And over time, that proof accumulates. It builds trust with yourself, and it creates a version of you who doesn't need everything to be perfect to keep going. Let me tell you something nobody talks about. The women who stay consistent aren't the ones who never miss. They're the ones that know how to keep going when they do. Most people think consistency looks like working out every single day with no exceptions, never skipping no matter what, always giving 100%, or having the discipline to push through even when you don't feel like it. But real consistency, the kind that lasts years, not weeks, looks like working out 3 times this week, even though you planned 5, doing 10 minutes instead of 30 because that's what you had, stretching on the couch instead of going to the gym because leaving the house felt impossible, or taking a rest day when you're actually sick instead of powering through and making it worse. The point is that it's messy, it's imperfect, it's unglamorous. It isn't made for good before and after content, but it's what actually lasts, because perfection is not sustainable. It's a performance, and performances end. They end when you get sick, when your kid has a meltdown, when work explodes, when your mental health dips, when your body needs rest. Perfection requires ideal conditions, and life is not ideal, but good enough. Good enough is reputable. Good enough survives chaos. Good enough doesn't quit when things get hard. It just adjusts to the terms. Good enough builds momentum. And momentum is what carries you through the weeks when motivation is nowhere to be found. So here's a mindset shift that changed everything for me. Stop asking, did I do this perfectly? And start asking, did I show up today? Even badly. Because showing up badly is a skill. It's actually one of the most important skills you can develop. And once you internalize that imperfect action beats perfect inaction, you stop quitting every time life gets hard. You stop waiting for Monday. You stop needing motivation. You stop treating yourself like you're either all in or all out. You just keep going. Messily, imperfectly, consistently. Last week, I had 3 days where I could not do my full workout. So, day 1, I did 5 minutes of stretching before bed. I was already in pajamas. I literally stretched on my bedroom floor for 1 song and called it done. Day 2, I walked for 10 minutes during my lunch break. Not a power walk, not a workout walk, just a walk to get out of my head and move my body. Day 3, I did 1 set of squats while waiting for my tea to brew. 20 squats, and that's it. None of those days were impressive. None of them counted by traditional fitness standards. I didn't break a sweat. I didn't track them. I didn't post about them. but I didn't quit. And by the end of the week, I still hit my baseline and I still kept that pattern alive. I still proved to myself that I don't need perfect conditions to show up. And that's what the Fit Truth Reset teaches. How to keep the pattern alive even when you can't do it perfectly. How to build a system that bends instead of breaks. And how to stop treating yourself like a machine that's either on or off. So let's redefine what counts. Because if you're still using the old standards, the all or nothing, perfect or nothing standards, you're going to keep quitting. What counts? 5 minutes of movement, any movement, one set of anything. Squats, push-ups, stretches, stretching before bed in your pajamas, a walk instead of a workout, even if it's slow, even if it's short, showing up even when you don't want to, even when it's not your best. What doesn't count, however, is doing nothing because it wasn't perfect, skipping entirely because you already messed up earlier in the week, waiting for Monday to start over instead of just showing up today, punishing yourself with extra workouts to make up for it. This just burns you out faster, FYI. Or telling yourself that imperfect effort doesn't matter. The only thing you can't do is nothing. The only wrong thing to do is nothing. Because here's what actually happens over time. Quitting teaches quitting. Every time you skip because it wasn't going to be perfect, you're training yourself to quit. You're reinforcing the pattern that says, if I can't do it right, I won't do it at all. And showing up, even badly, teaches consistency. It teaches your brain that you're someone who keeps going, that you're reliable to yourself even when things are hard. And consistency is the only thing that actually changes your life. Not intensity, not perfection, not motivation, consistency. The women who work out imperfectly for a year will see more results, more progress than the woman who works out perfectly for 3 weeks and quits every single time. If you're somebody who keeps falling into the all or nothing trap, if you're tired of starting over every Monday, if you're done with the guilt spiral, if you want to actually build something that lasts, I've built something for you. The Fit Truth Reset is a 28-page guide that teaches you exactly this. How to stay consistent when motivation disappears, and what to do instead of waiting for it to come back. What to do on bare minimum days so you stop thinking they don't count. The difference between a missed workout and a broken pattern, and why that distinction matters. A framework you can return to anytime you fall off. Not in January, not on Monday, but right now. It's $17, no upsells, no subscription, no email sequence trying to sell you a $500 program, just the guide, the strategies, the permission to be imperfect and still keep going. The link is in the description if you want it, and if you don't buy it, that's totally fine. I'm not here to pressure you. Just take this with you. Missing a workout does not erase your progress. Quitting does. So the next time you miss, don't spiral, don't restart, don't wait for Monday. Just do 5 minutes and keep going. Thanks for watching. If this helped, leave a comment and tell me what's your bare minimum. For me, bare minimum is stretching always. I find that it not only prepares me for my next workout, but it prepares me to tackle the day as a whole. What do you do on the days that you can't do the full workout? What's your version of the 5-minute rule? I want to hear it. No judgment, just real talk. Because the more we normalize imperfect consistency, the less we quit when life gets messy. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button. We post realistic fitness content for women who are tired of all or nothing thinking. See you next week.